Okay, I have 10% battery life. I'll talk to you until my phone dies. So home is 17 kilometers away. In my head, home is just here. I'm already home, and my bladder is full. Okay, I'm getting cold when I take this off. So we shall keep it on. My car is so dirty. It's in a state like it was in a building demolition, and my car was clean. I had washed it. Never mind. Letting go. This might even be a different video on its own, in case the other one is too long. So hola, kina later, aka Mahadi, not Mahali. I am the girl that calls 4 countries home. I just want us to talk about letting go. It is so difficult to let go for many of us, and for me, yeah, I have those personalities that what is it called? But I hold on to things. I'm a hoarder. I hold on to relationships. I hold on to people. You know, I'm an anxiously attached human being. I'm a very anxiously attached human. So I've been learning this year. I have a list of things. It's just a mental list, and I don't quite remember exactly. I can't say I know I have this and this and this and that needs to be done this year. Like, I don't always remember my list. Sometimes it comes, I remember one more thing that I need to do, but it's not always like, it's not an actively written down thing, which I do need to write it down. I need to, next time I remember things that I have actually done this year that I hoped to do, that I can actually, there's a lot of actuallys, that I can write it down and tick it off, because we have done amazingly well. I have faced my fears. I decided I am decluttering my life, and it has not been easy. So I took my things had been in storage since last year. Last year I became homeless. I lived with a friend for a month, and then I did house sitting for 3 months, which was so awesome. And then I've been renting since February. So I'm in month 7 now of renting a room, and it was so scary, the thought of the whole change from having a house, your own space, to having to rent a room, taking your things to storage until, like, indefinitely, essentially. My rent had gone up, and I was now unable to pay rent. So that was a difficult decision on its own, lots of tears, and then I accepted that we have got to move. Like, it makes no sense to hold on to this house and keep being in this cycle of not having food at the end of the fortnight, not be like living literally paycheck to paycheck, and the paycheck is not enough for my basic needs. So we desperate times called for desperate measures. We moved out. We lived with a friend, eventually renting the room, and it's been such an awesome time. It's got its challenges, you know, because of course one does not have one's space and privacy, but I am so grateful, you know, my children are able to live with me. They still live with me 1 week and live with her dad another week, despite me renting a room, you know. So we had to firstly let go of the idea of a home, our own place, the idea of living comfortably, the idea of the future, the would-be future, what the future should look like. We are 40. Our friends have this, they have that, they have that. We are left behind. We have got to accelerate. We've got to catch up. We had to give up, let go of those unrealistic goals. We had to look at ourselves and be fair to ourselves. We had to look at ourselves and say, okay, Mahad, you've been a stay-at-home mom for 20 years. For one reason or another, you've never finished a degree. You've never worked. I mean, I've worked for a couple of months here and there. I studied for a couple of years and never finished. Now, are you going to, firstly, yes, it's his fault. But when are you going to blame him until? Until when? Are you going to blame him for what you have not achieved? What are you doing now with what you have now? Yes, you've had to drop out of uni. We know the story. We know the sob story. But what are you doing now? You have a brain. You have health. What are we doing now? You know, we had to let go of all the dreams we had for ourselves and just get a job that we get and focus and spend less on accommodation. Look into spending not more than 30% in accommodation, more than 30% of your income on living expenses, not just rent, but everything. Not quite there yet. I keep seeing cheaper rooms and keep thinking, tempting. Because my accommodation was like 60% of my take-home income before. I think more. And then I pay everything else that I was paying, and we are left with nothing. Like, it was a cycle of distress. So firstly we let go of that, and then a couple of months ago, it was actually July, just before the concert. I haven't mentioned this concert that almost took me out, almost killed me organizing it. I had to move. I moved my things from storage because I decided I am not paying for storage anymore. I'm not doing it. It's going to a year since these things have been in storage. I am wasting money. This money could be going elsewhere. I've got zero savings. I've got zero investments, and I'm busy paying for things, to hold on to things. I decided no more. So I asked my landlord, can I bring the things to the house and sort them out? And they said yes. I brought my things to the house, and I got unwell. I got so unwell. My mind couldn't deal with the things in the house. Next thing, I had no more time. The things had to go. I was thinking, Lord, I wish I could just snap a finger and these things would be gone. How I wish someone could just take these things for me, go bin them. in the nearest bin, because I do not have the balls. I don't have what it takes to throw anything away. I was thinking, okay, give things away. I knew I can advertise. I can say, people come get the things. Next thing, I'll be regretting it, or I'll be looking, oh no, do I want to give that? Oh no, do I want to give that away? Oh no. So I had a friend come help me to move the things. Another friend said, okay, you can bring the things to my house. I've got 2 spare bedrooms. Bring your stuff, and you don't have to worry about them the whole year. You can figure out what you do, because the rooms will only be occupied next year when her kids come over. They've recently moved here. My family, if you're watching, ooh, these people, I will cry right now. Actually, I will not cry. I won't cry. So that was the plan. Friday night, another friend, he had organized, I mentioned him before, he had organized for his other friend to bring a truck on the Friday night. We were meant to move. He didn't show up. So now we only had Saturday, because Sunday he goes to church. So I didn't go to church. We spent the day packing, because the things had to be out by Sunday. I had told my landlord they would be out by Sunday. Packed, trolley full, trailer full, hired a trailer. It packed, and he said, Mahadi, we're going to the tip. You know, I broke down in tears, and it was tears of relief. It was tears of, I don't even know how to describe it, because this is what I had been hoping. So the tip is a landfill, for those who don't know. This was my biggest wish in my heart, that the Lord knew, for someone, to have someone brave enough to just take these things off me and do as they wish with them, whether they burn them, whether they throw, let them just take them. Things were taken. We took the boxes to the tip. I did not open the boxes. I've got no idea what I lost. I don't know. But he was just strong for me. I cried. And I was like, let's go. We just threw things away. We threw things away. And I'm left with a handful of furniture that I'm now selling. It's still there because I decided to sell it. And I knew myself, even the other things, had I decided to sell them, they would still be there. It's still there. But it's looking good in my landlord's house. And she said to tell her how much the things are. I still need to price them. But I'm so relieved. Everything else is gone. It's gone. I'm relieved. At the same time, I keep thinking of my clothes. The clothes. That I'm like, oh my days. I hope that's not gone. Oh no. That's gone, isn't it? I think it is. But at the same time, the pain, I'm mourning, but I am so proud of myself for giving away, letting go of stuff. The idea now is to be left with a suitcase when I leave that house where I am right now. I'm now closer and closer to selling my car, because I've been wanting to sell my car for a long time. But this kept happening. It was that or the other. And I want to sell it in a good condition because I want a good price for it. And I don't want to, you know what I mean? I don't want to under-thinking someone. I need to get a good price. I need to be able to not negotiate where I'm not willing to negotiate. I don't want to be, you know, having to accept that, okay, fair enough, the door won't open. Okay, yeah, fair enough. the tire is this, or you know, I want this car to be 100% functional, 100% serviced. I am going to service it, even though it may cost me $1,000 or almost. I'm going to service the car. It's due service in October. It's due service in October, or at 181,000 kilometers. It's 178, and it's the 3rd of September. So I could sell it now in September because it's not due service yet, but I think I'll have higher chances of selling the car if it's newly serviced as well, on top of everything. Selling the car for the price I want, that is, if they don't have to deal with the service, because service is so expensive. If they can then wait a whole year before they can service, I think people will be likely to buy the car. So that's the other thing I'm letting go of. I'm letting go of things I accumulated during my marriage. This car was one of them. I'm letting go of, because all the clothes I have, like, I do have a couple of things I've bought since my divorce, but there isn't much. Like, I mainly own things I can remember when I see them. I remember where I wore them when I was with my ex. When, you know, I'm getting rid of all those things and properly and truly starting over. It is not an easy process. It's painful. I love my car. But it's got to go. It's got to go. My car is good. It's just, it truly, I cannot afford it. I can't afford to run this car and have a comfortable financial life. So we're working on getting comfortable financially and letting go of stuff that we have accumulated over the years, in the past years, because we are new people now. We are a single woman that needs to not be bringing things into another relationship or bringing baggages. So for me, all the things I own are a baggage because I can't even decide. I've had to consider my things in storage, my things with anything, with any move I want to make. I have to consider the things I have. And if I was to be left with a suitcase, imagine how much of big moves that we would make when we have nothing else to think of, and we can just take the suitcase and go. So we are a long way from one suitcase, but perhaps 3 suitcases. But we really truly need to be owning nothing by the end of the year. That's the goal. Own nothing except for your clothes. And if we ever go to a bigger place, we can always start over. Right now we're looking at getting better paying jobs, starting a business, pursuing a few, opportunities that are coming up. My music career, we can't be thinking of things that are in storage that need to be paid for. So it was so freeing. Yeah, so this is just to encourage someone, it's getting dark, to encourage you, if you are struggling to let go of things, to just let go. It's painful. Cry it out, pray for strength, and just give it away. I know I'm surrounded with friends who would say, no, but you can make money out of this. I found it so freeing to give it away, but I can't bring myself to give away my furniture. I kept my best things. I mean, I threw away some really, really lovely things. I remember I threw away my toaster. I threw away my cupboards, my, you know, the storage things, like there's chairs. Oh. But yeah, I kept things that I really, really like. Well, I'm attached to everything I have anyway, but these ones I knew I'm not holding on to them because I'm attached, but it's because I truly believe I can get some money out of them. I can make money. Abo, how is Ria only arriving now?